Welcome to Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth. And today we're going to talk a little bit about mini consoles. You see, once upon a time, Nintendo was all like, hey, do you like the NES? You'll like the NES Classic. Look upon the NES Classic, everyone. It's good stuff. And it was, for a time. And then they're like, everybody. Here's the Super Nintendo Classic. Woo! And then Neo Geo was all like, we're putting out a Neo Geo Classic arcade thingy. And I was like, they have a new one coming out, the Snockaroo. And I'm like, okay, you got me. I might. Then Sega was all like, we have a Sega Genesis one. Like, come on, this is like, what, 30 games or something? 21 games or so? And then that Genesis one has like 40. And they're all good, for the most part. I mean, yeah, Eternal Champions is on there. And there's stuff like, there's some stuff on there. I'm like, yeah. But it's got like, let's see, Beyond Oasis and Landstalker and Phantasy Star 4 and Sonic 2, which is the best Sonic. Sonic 1, Echo the Dolphin, Contra Hardcore, all that stuff. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about this. The PlayStation Classic. Okay? Sony was all like, hey, people love that. We can get out ahead of Nintendo and any kind of N64 Classic by just being all like, PlayStation Classic. Play all the old PlayStation games that you remember, like Crash Bandicoot, Ape Escape, Parappa the Rapper, Spyro, Tomb Raider, Resident Evil 2, Silent Hill, Parasite Eve in the United States. Oh man, and even like great old RPGs like Xenogears and Vagrant Story, and then stuff like Gran Turismo. Yeah, remember Gran Turismo? Gran Turismo was awesome. Or Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. Oh, that was amazing, right? Yeah, it was. Oh, how about Tomba? That's a good one. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh man, Final Fantasy Tactics? Final Fantasy 8? Final Fantasy 9? Oh, Chrono Cross. Oh man, Rhapsody. Lunar Silver Star Story. Lunar Silver Star Story, Lunar 2, Eternal whatever. Oh man, just think about that for a moment. Think about all those great games that aren't on this system. None of those are on this system. I think Parasite Eve might be in the Japanese version or whatnot. But yeah, they're like, hey guys, Sony PlayStation Classic, PlayStation. Yay! And guess what? If you have any other better systems, like, the Super NES Classic or the NES Classic, then you already have the USB adapter for that, so hook it up to your thing, so you're good. And hey, remember when Nintendo was all like, hey, people out there in Euroland, land of bad decisions, like PAL and 50 frames per second, and the European Union, bad ideas. Guess what, guys? Yeah. Nintendo was all like, you guys never got to play Earthbound. You guys never got to play proper games at 60 frames per second. So that's what we're including on here in all regions. Sony was all like, hey, guys, you were spoiled by 60 frames per second. Why don't we just put all of our PAL stuff on here instead in many of these? And I'm like, oh. But yeah, let's talk about it. Are you ready to play 20 incredible games that defined an era or an error? Here's the bottom of it. Here's what comes in the box. Got the PlayStation Classic, which is pretty cool. 2 controllers, which are actually pretty cool. An HDMI cable, whatever. And an USB cable, so you can hook it up to your computer to mess around with it. But yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, this is the bottom, top. From the bottom to the top, it's a thick box. Yeah, it's all about that bass, no treble. Anywho, here's the 20 classic games that are preloaded into it. Battle Arena Toshinden, which I preferred on the Game Boy. Yeah. It's Cool Borders 2. Okay. I mean, okay. Destruction Derby. They could have gone with Destruction Derby 2, but okay. Final Fantasy 7. Sweet. I have it on the Switch. Grand Theft Auto. Not too bad. Not too bad, you know. Intelligent Cube. Pretty good. Jumping Flash. Still good. Metal Gear Solid. Oh man, does this have Dual Shocks or Silent Hill or Metal Gear Solid? Nope, it does not. Right, it doesn't have like Castlevania or Silent Hill, so you can't be all like, I see you like Castlevania. And no DualShock controller in here, so you know, no analog sticks and no rumble. Because one of the cool parts, there's a part in Metal Gear Solid that you just put the controller on the table, and Psycho Mantis would be all like, I'm gonna move your controller, and he'd use the rumble to move the controller around, and you're like, oh, that's amazing. It was amazing. I bought a PlayStation 1 for a couple games. Final Fantasy 7, and there was supposed to be Final Fantasy 8 at some point. Metal Gear Solid was a big one for me. Same with Tomb Raider and Lunar Silver Star Story. A lot of these games. Mr. Driller is pretty great. Although, nothing can stop Mr. Driller. That's pretty good. Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey. Good game. Rayman. Odd choice, but okay, thank you, I guess. Rayman's always good. I like Rayman. Resident Evil Director's Cut. No. No. Okay? Resident Evil 2 would be better. Or Resident Evil not censored. The first... Okay. Director's Cut is censored on the PlayStation 1. It's supposed to be an uncensored Director's Cut, but they messed up. And it's actually more censored than the original Resident Evil. Revelations Persona, which is obscenely expensive physically. So that right there is worth more than the very low price, thanks to the State of Play event, that I paid for this. Because I wouldn't have gotten it for anything more than, what, like... After tax, if it comes up under 30, that's fine. It comes up, but you know, I was just like, I got these little coupons, I got things, you know. So I'm like, yeah, I'll get this cheap. Pretty much paying like $1 a game or so, $1 something a game. Anyways, Revelations Persona, fantastic. Ridge Racer 4, Type 4. Okay. Super Puzzle Fighter Turbo. I like Super Puzzle Fighter. Those are good. Siphon Filter. I don't, why not? You know, Medal of Honor would be better. Call of Duty would be better. Tomb Raider would be better. Tekken 3, okay. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Where's Siphon Filter? I was gonna say Twisted Metal, not Twisted Metal 2, but Twisted Metal 1. And then Wild Arms, Persona, Ridge Racer, a gimped version of Metal Gear Solid, Jumping Flash. Now, I'm not going to say that you should not, like, that you should buy a USB stick or anything. And I'm not going to say there's anything to blame about, but PlayStation Classic. Let's go ahead and open it up. You know, I was never impressed with this. That's why we're unboxing one so late. In fact, I had actually pre-ordered this, then I canceled my pre-order when the full list came out, and then all the stuff about PAL, and I was just like, Sony. I pre-ordered the Sega Genesis thing, the Sega Genesis Classic, and it's amazing. I'm just like, oh wow, it's so good. I'm looking forward to that one a lot, but yeah, let's get into the PlayStation. Oh, I like this. Check the box. It's a cool box. Let's get to it. Please impress me. Well, actually, you know what? it's already impressed me a little bit by how easy it is to, I don't know, do things to it that you should probably look up elsewhere, because I'm not going to say them. And then you can do things like add some of those games I mentioned before, like Xenogears and Lunar, as long as you own the physical copy of them, or a physical version of them, which I do. And, yeah. Here's the PlayStation. Huh. That's... Oh, you use the open button to switch between games. I'm probably not going to read that manual. Let's open you up. I think they spent more time planning the packaging than planning the contents of the device. Oh, you poor, poor thing. Don't worry, I will take care of you by making you superpowered. But I'm not saying that out loud. I'm not saying or condoning that at all, because doing anything of that sort would void a warranty. And good... Oh, it's so light. Look, look, look. This is the open button for when you want to change the game. There's a reset button. There's your power button. Yay. Oh, too bad this doesn't open. Oh, look, 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 look. They're just USB, right? God, it's so great. Look at this, look at this, look at this. There's the Super Nintendo. There's PlayStation. There's the NES. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to add the Sega Genesis to this, or if Nintendo does an N64 Classic. Come on, Nintendo, do it. I mean, look at this. Oh, God, it's so nice. Why are you so nice? They're so... Look at that. Tender, loving care. But the back is dipped completely. Oh, look, look, look. This doesn't do anything, but it's there. Oh, that's beautiful. Have they really... Yeah, that's... Oh, it looks like that would open, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. I remember mine opened. My original PlayStation had that thing there, you know. They should do a PS1 version of this. That's the tiny version. And just... Oh, I know this makes the noise when you turn it on, too. Like, the little noise that it made when... You get... It's frustrating because there's so much right that's here, right? There's so much right. But then there's a lot of wrong, and you're like... But the cool thing is you can quantum leap it a little bit, and then write what once went wrong. Anywho, let's open this up. Don't care about that. Oh. Hey, look. Hey, it's a USB 2.0. Yay. USB 2.0, of course. Yay, like the controllers. Yay, HDMI cable, of course. I got a bunch of those. Yep. Well, let's take a look at these. I know that... Okay, some of the problems about this have been fixed already because you can go buy an 8-bit DOE adapter and use your DualShock 4 on your PlayStation Classic. Oh... God, you feel this is... Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, man, I'm going to plug that in right there. This is... Look at you! Oh, you want to put something in there. You think maybe, oh, man, someone should just make little memory card things that stick in there and they just... God! Look at the details work. So much about you could have worked. Look at you! Oh man. Okay, I'm sorry. This is worth it at a low price, and it's worth it because I'm going to put Xenogears on it later on, and then I'm good. All Xenogears and Chrono Cross, because I know those work. Grandia, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy. Yeah, there's a bunch, but oh yeah, just God, this control. Okay, this controller is fantastic. I know there's some stuff you can do to use it on your PC. Look at you. That. Look at that. Oh man, I don't know what I'm going to play first. I mean, okay. Okay, I look at this and I'm like, oh man, not Revelations, Persona, maybe. Maybe some Wild Arms would be good. Cool Borders 2, yeah. There's some stuff in here that, like, yeah, it's got some good stuff in there. Some of it's good. But I'm just like, Sony, why did you put in the PAL versions of some of those games? You didn't need to. You shouldn't have. That's the thing about Sony. They get some things way right, and then they go horribly wrong. They're a little bit like Nintendo or Microsoft. Although Microsoft's and Nintendo have been pretty good. And maybe the PS5 will be pretty cool, depending on what they do with it. I mean, ray tracing? Yeah, I guess. I mean, Xbox, like Microsoft needs to put out like, oh my gosh, could you imagine like an Xbox version of this? It'd be about like that. It'd be like twice the size. It would come with a giant Duke controller. And you'd have Halo and Halo 2 and Jeepers. Trying to think what else they had. Fusion Frenzy? I don't remember. I do remember that like Halo was a big thing on that. But no, the PlayStation. I got the PlayStation. I was so happy with working designs. Things like Rhapsody is fantastic. Lunar Silver Star Story Complete is fantastic. The Alex Lad, Lad or something like that. Oh, then there's Grandia. There's Ease Games. There's just you look gorgeous. You're very, very nice. But you're full of not as good as you could be. So that's you, PlayStation Classic. I am ready to play, but you don't have all the games I would like. So you have 20 classic games preloaded. And you're going to get loaded a little bit more. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. I know, people are like, couldn't you do a Raspberry Pi? A Raspberry Pi would be much more expensive for the price that I got this for. So, yeah, whatever. And then you gotta install. It's not, oh man, I can't wait to hook this up and try it out. And I think it makes that noise that the PlayStation did. That, oh yes, God, Sega should put out a Dreamcast one. Oh man, I hope the Sega Genesis Classic does so well that they're all like, here's our Dreamcast one with Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Space Channel 5. Shenmue and Shenmue 2, that version that was on there. Oh, and Dead or Alive, Soul Calibur. Ooh, yeah, like, God, there's so many great games on Dreamcast. You know, what I really, really want is just, what I really, really want, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I really, really want Phantasy Star Online, like the Dreamcast version, but in a modern thing, with no real changes. Just up the resolution, so it's pretty again. And then, like, just the same thing. Just groups of 4, all those things, so I can put countless hours into it. Because, like, I don't know, just grinding for experience, going through stuff. I'm like, I'm looking for red items, and I'm just killing everything with a spread needle. But yeah, oh man, it's just like nostalgia. God. Sorry. Ooh, Intelligent Cube is actually pretty good. Yeah, Rayman. Yeah, Rayman. And Final Fantasy VII's there. And yeah. So, that's the PlayStation Classic. It's so detailed and nice. And then you plug it in and you're like, well, this needs some improvement. But luckily, we live in an era where people can take things and, quote, improve them, end quote. That's probably what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to play with it normally for vanilla reasons. It's cool, it's cool. But I might do things. Because, like, let's be honest. This needed Star Tropics 2. Earthbound Beginnings. Yeah, there's a couple things they're missing from that. And this just needed Chrono Trigger. And Secret Evermore, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, then also things like, I don't know, Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, Killer Instinct, that type of stuff. But as much as we can lament about the games that aren't on them, let's think about the games that are on this. And you know what? It's been a while. I'll play some Rayman. I'll play some Revelations, Persona. I'll play some Intelligent Cube and some Jumping Flash. And a lot of Wild Arms. So yeah. Revelations Persona by itself is worth more than what I paid for this. So there is that. And it's one that I really haven't gotten a lot of time to play with. I don't own a copy of Revelations Persona. Most of the other stuff here I've played before. I don't really feel Siphon Filter or Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six or even the original Twisted Metal. I do wish we had Crash Bandicoot or Tomb Raider on here. That'd be great, but you know what? I'm going to be okay with what's on it for Revelations Persona. And for if you have like a Corsair keyboard, you know, one of those mechanical keyboards like I have, you can do things in there like adding scan lines and things or changing the region and fixing the frame rate. Bum bum bum. But yeah, that's the PlayStation Classic. Oh, it's so cute. Look, I mean, look at it. It's so great. I can't wait for that Sega Genesis. Oof. And Nintendo really should do an N64 one. I mean, come on. But yeah, there you go. What do you guys think of the PlayStation Classic? Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that ring that little bell so you're notified whenever we have a brand new video here at Area DMG. And God, it feels great. I mean, oh, these are squishy like they're supposed to be. Oh, the buttons. Yeah, that's good. But yeah. Ring that bell so you're notified whenever we have a brand new video here on Area DMG. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up. Morning, Maya.